time to add a bit of spice to this title race, eh? Liverpool match preview. Welcome back to another video on the channel, Newcastle fans. If you have just stumbled across Black and White Banter for the first ever time, drop us a like, drop us a subscribe, and get us on Facebook and Instagram as well. We never serious on there, but we always Newcastle United. So, Liverpool, Saturday, early kick-off, one I'm looking forward to. And how many times in the last 5, 6, 7 years could you sit here and say that we are looking forward to a game against Liverpool? It's madness, especially under Jurgen Klopp. I've dreaded playing at Anfield. I've dreaded playing them at St. James's Park. But I can honestly say I'm going into tomorrow's game looking forward to it. Atmosphere is going to be cracking. We're well safe of relegation now, in the top half of the Premier League, for God's sake, and we can just have a go at them. I've got no doubts that Eddie Howe has been waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning every day, as he always does, sitting in his office planning how we can set up against this incredible Liverpool team and give them a game. And that's what I'm really, really excited to see. Don't expect us to win. By no means do I expect us to win. Do I expect us to really, really put the shits up them a little bit? Yes. I think Bruno in central midfield is going to hold his own in that classy midfield of Liverpool's. I think we will see that he is a quality player tomorrow. You know, your Thiagos, your Keiters, your Fabinhos, all these sorts of players. I think Bruno can play amongst them, and he can really show he's a bit of a class above. And everyone will be watching tomorrow. It'll be all eyes on Liverpool, and I think he's going to show what he can do. Honourable mention before I talk any more about the Liverpool game, Fabian Schär signed a new contract today, 2 years, and I think it's fucking fantastic news. I'm not going to focus on the past too much, but if there is another player on the list of many that was massively Steve Bruced, it was Fabian Schär. He was very good under Benitez. That was when he played some of his best football for us. Benitez left, Steve Bruce came in, and he got cast away into the shadows. When he did play, he looked very poor. And he's someone who's come out now. Yes, he's been helped by Dan Burn coming in and that formidable partnership they've started since the turn of the year. But he's probably, for me, the classiest defender we have in terms of his ball carrying ability. He can play in midfield if he needs to, which he does quite a lot for Switzerland. And it's great to see that he wants to stay. And if that tells me anything, it tells me the turnaround in events at St. James's Park. He sees the project we're building. He loves playing for Eddie Howe. And he wants to stay here. And apparently, if you believe what you read, we fought off a lot of teams sniffing around to sign him on a free transfer in the summer. So that's even better news. And that shows what direction the football club is going in. So long may Fabian Schär's form continue. And I'm absolutely delighted that sexy Swiss man has signed a new contract. But yeah, it's Liverpool tomorrow. I've got no doubts that atmosphere is going to be fantastic. War Flags, I think, are planning a level 7 display. So we've managed the whole lower tier of the stadium. We're now going to go high as well. So I cannot wait to get in that stadium and see that tomorrow. I wouldn't change too much selection-wise. I think defence is going to pick itself. I really do. We just talked about Sean Burns' partnership at the back. That's going to be crucial. Anything defensively tomorrow is going to be crucial. When you've got your Jotas, your Manes, your Salahs. I mean, Matt Targett, he's been fantastic for us. If we are going to see a really, really solid left-back and see where he's come and what he can do, it's going to be against Mo Salah tomorrow. And I'm not saying if he fails that task that it makes him a bad player, because Mo Salah is one of the best in the whole world. But Matt Targett, to me, has looked very solid. And I'm not worried about that matchup. I don't think he's going to outdo Mo Salah necessarily, because that would be a bit unrealistic. But I certainly think he can give him a good run for his money. On the other side, maybe a little bit more concerning if he goes with Kraft against Mane. Mane is a very tricky customer. He's a bit unpredictable compared to Salah. I think Salah has the same sort of tricks how he likes to cut inside on his left foot. Mane, a little bit more run directly at your man. Will Kraft match up to him okay? I don't know. Kraft has done outstanding since he's come in, and I hope to see more of that tomorrow. Central midfield, Joe Linton can really, really put in one of them shifts that we know Joe Linton can tomorrow. He's going to have his work cut out. I've never known a team with such a fast, ferocious high press like Liverpool have. So Joe Linton and every other player, Bruno as well, and Shelvey if he starts, no doubt, is going to have to put a fucking shift in. And I've got no doubts that every one of our players tomorrow is going to be up for it. Up for it like there is no tomorrow. So, again, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. St.Maximin, for me, tomorrow can be the player who can unlock them. I do not rate Trent Alexander-Arnold as a defender. He's got a wand of a right foot, one of the best in the world. But I think St.Maximin can absolutely have Trent's pants down on that left-hand side if he wants to. If we see the St.Maximin that we know that is in him. And I think when St.Maximin has one of them games, the crowd gets lifted and we play better as a football team. I think Chris Wood's got an important job tomorrow. We need to be feeding off free kicks. We need to be feeding off scraps and keeping that football as much as possible, because we are not going to have much possession tomorrow. Let's face it, the possession stats tomorrow might be 70-30, 60-40, 80-20. So Chris Wood holding that ball up in that front area, allowing other players to come into the game, your Brunos, your Maximins, your Almirons if he plays again, that's going to be crucial. And I think, touching on that on the other side, Almiron, I've never been his biggest fan. I say that on every video. He played wonderful against Palace with his goal. I think tomorrow he has an important job, because it is going to be backs to the wall. And Almiron's work rate tomorrow can be, so crucial in terms of us working. And Kraft needs that support against Mane, amongst other players. Joe Linton needs to put a job on Thiago. Bruno needs to show his attacking quality in that central area, and Shelby needs to use the ball like we know he can to get us up the pitch. And who knows? I honestly think we are going to give Liverpool, more importantly, a better game than what we would 6 months ago. 6 months ago, we might have got battered. I think at Anfield, for spells, we were the better team when we lost 3-1. I went down that night. So if we can match that, because we're a much better team than we were in December, who knows where we can go? I honestly, that's what's exciting. We are looking forward to a game against Liverpool. Would you have said that at all 6 months ago? That's how far Eddie Howe and these owners have took this football club. I'm excited to fucking get in St. James Park against the Jurgen Klopp Champions League chase and league title chase in Liverpool. And then we've got Man City the week after, obviously away from home. But again, I'll be going there. Relegation's taken care of. Let's give them a go. Let's give them a fucking run for the money. Score predictions. I'm going to go for... head versus heart, I guess, because Liverpool are one of the best teams I've seen in my lifetime. So I'll go for a 2-1 Liverpool win, and I don't like to call a loss against us, but I think we'll give them a fantastic run for the money, but they might just have a little bit too much for us. Like I said at the start of the video, Newcastle fans, if you go to the game tomorrow, let me know. I want to know in the comments what you think the score is going to be, how we're going to match up against them, and where the key battles will be on the pitch. And make sure you like, subscribe, and get us on Facebook and Instagram under Black and White Banter. Let's get in St. James's Park tomorrow and give them scousers a decent run for the money. And who knows, we could be absolutely singing and dancing our way into a bank holiday Sunday. How are the lads?